said, let me just make sure everything is hunky-dory here, and we'll get things rolling. So I've got my splits set up to go. So 3, 2, 1. We're gonna try not to pet the dog too many times because it loses. I think petting the dog loses you anywhere from like 20 seconds because the animation is not very fast. It's a fair, maybe it's not 20 seconds. It's at least 10 to 15 seconds every time you pet the dog. I say I'm curious to find out if the if my chapter 1 is going to actually be slower or faster with me doing this this meal skip. Two grading fish bellies. Mr. Wode to the Z, how's your Friday? What's up, Radiation? It's fine. My Friday's good. I had to work today. Had the morning shift, so wasn't too bad. Had Chick-fil-A for dinner. So this is one of, there's only like I think 2 unskippable cutscenes. This opening sequence is unskippable, and the part at the end of the run where it's time, like the other unskippable cutscene is at the end of the run, but we've hit time by that point. So this is the only like unskippable cutscene that we have to like deal with. And then after that, like once the game flash forwards like 3 years, when the game flash forwards 3 years, then we can start skipping cutscenes. But we're gonna try and be very efficient on day 1, so we don't have to worry about the time of day affecting our ability to do stuff. Plus, with the way it's currently routed, thanks to the meal skip, all we have to do is just once we get 100 shells, and we can fix the boat, then we're on our way. And we're basically on our way to farm out some money, and the idea is probably going to be to like farm out enough money so we can tow back during the daytime. So we'll probably like just farm through the middle of the night, and once it's like daytime and the boat shop's open, then we'll tow ourselves back. That should, if I do this fast enough and we start at a good enough in-game time where like the evening just started, it should be more than enough. Sneaky, thank you for the good luck. Oh, look at that, I'm not even skipping my own cutscene. That cutscene was skippable. There you go. Free time save for next time. Alright, so now we're gonna pick up the trash around the house. The game is going to teach us how to fish here in a little bit. What, taking out the trash? I know, right? It's like a game of real life going on here. Alright, so this is where the game teaches us about fishing. Just call him Sneak Peek Ninja Gaiden. I'm gonna do my best to try and keep track of all the fish. I'm gonna try and do my best to keep track of all the fish with the counter, so I don't have to manually count later. So we'll see. I think I have at least 2 fish species I'm gonna turn in. I'm gonna try and count how many I turn in whenever I turn them in and add that number. Okay, we've got 3 new fishes so far. Nice. Several new species. All right. Now the game is going to teach me how to cook. Since we don't have any shells, all we can cook is fish cakes, which is the game's way of like making me learn how to do all the different recipes. Oop, that wrong button. Only gonna cook one of our fishes for now, so we can try and turn, because we have to turn in the 3 different species to progress some of the early game. So may as well get the 3 species turn in out of the way as early as possible. Whoops. Which is fine. I don't actually need to worry about how good I cook, since we're not really cooking for money making anymore. The doing good at cooking is not as big of a deal anymore as it was. Because in the route we did Monday, we wanted to 3-star our cooking, because the more we 3-starred, the sooner we could the more it sold for, was the first thing. 2, it was also because the more 3-star cookings we did, the sooner, or like, we would eventually unlock the ability to auto cook, which was a big deal. All right, so now we need to now we gotta go meet a couple people around town. So the reason why we're doing all this now is because we don't have money to make fish and chips. So Haru there needs fish and chips for one of the quests, but because we don't have any money and you need 10 shells to make fish and chips, we're gonna basically meet everybody else in the meantime. For the story that, like, where this story kind of requires me to meet everybody while we wait for the item to sell. And we're gonna also take this opportunity to turn in 3 different species. I'll go ahead and add that to my counter here in just a moment. So that was 3. And look, we got money. So now we're gonna go back and cook ourselves some fish and chips. So 1, 2, 3. Oh. I guess, okay. I guess the fish counter doesn't work, sadly. Because the game... Because I don't have my live splits clicked, because the game won't run if I do, and apparently global hotkey, I guess, doesn't work for timer. All right, so I guess we're not counting fish, so we're just gonna probably have to manual count it later. Thanks for the good luck, Pojo. All right, so we come back here. Oh, that's right, we don't have a fish. I'm an idiot. I just realized we only had the 4 fish. We only had, yeah, we didn't have enough, like, we didn't fish for enough things, so I actually need 1 more fish. Hey, Katana, thank you for the good luck. So, alright, so we got a new species, so we'll just keep fishing until we get a duplicate. Even though we'll probably get that strip nibbler somewhere else. I'd rather just not assume I'll get it somewhere else and just, you know, fish for something else. Okay, there we go. We got a white belly, which is a fish we've already had. So let's go and make ourselves some fish and chips. So we can turn that into Haru. Oop. Like I said, doesn't matter how good we do, because giving it as a gift is not a, you know, a 1-star cooked dish does not affect, like, the character's not like, ew, I don't want this. All right, cooked our fish and chips, so we're gonna go talk to Haru, and then after we talk to Haru, we are then gonna go learn. We're then gonna go see Abby at the beach to learn about how to get bait. Like I said, the goal is to try and move as fast as possible so we can get through most of these things. Talk to Haru. Yeah, you know it. Haruka Sawamura. All right, now we're gonna learn about how to net. Basically, now we're learning how to catch fish with a net. You said every time you say every time I say Haru, I think of Hell Mine from Yakuza. Oh. I haven't played Yakuza 3 in so long, but I haven't heard Haru in English since Yakuza 1. Alright. So we kinda went this way because if we go too close to Casper there, it's gonna trigger a cutscene. But now we're gonna go talk to the mayor. After we talk to the mayor, we're going to go to the bulletin board and we're going to hope there's a request for something that'll give us over 100 shells. Awesome. We got the better RNG, which is the one which is in order of fish and chips. Because there's two things I've seen there. It's either going to be 1 order of fish and chips or 3 orders of fish cakes. Obviously, it takes a lot long. Well, even though you can cook 4 things at a time, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But it doesn't use up as many fish. All right, so we cut ourselves a fish to make fish and chips with once again. I will say I did not pay attention to who wants the fish and chips. Oh, I must have released it. All right, I guess we're gonna pray. I guess, did I release it? I must have hit the wrong button. Now I'm all confused. You got it, Sneaky. 1 order of fish and chips coming up right for you. Here I can't autofill this, so I'm kind of we just kind of wait it out. Yeah, I do think it's funny. All right. Yeah, I should double check. Who am I giving this to? Oh, is it Haru? Oh, apparently it's Haru again. Man can't get enough of his fish and chips. Oh my god. Oh no, I guess, oh, you know, I guess the Child of Moon is not a fish, is what it is. I never thought about it like that. I guess it's not considered a fish, which is why I couldn't cook it for fish and chips. I guess that kind of explains it. Fried salmon, fish and chip style. That'd be interesting, because they usually do, what, like tilapia or something? I forgot, or cod. I think it's usually cod for fish and chips. One thing that I caught something called a Child O Moon, which is what they call it. All right, so before we do meal skip, as I call this kind of first thing, we are going to actually deal with the kind of like fishing aspect of this, and I may as well get this out of the way. So first we're gonna take care of the mission we're on right now, where it's like, hey, we want you to go to these 3 areas and catch like a fish. And so what I'm gonna do in an effort to collect as many fish as possible is I'm going to spend a little bit of time doing 1 set of nets, which doesn't count for the fishing part. Also, wow, that was awful netting. Now it was in round or blue. I'll probably just do these 2 and then I'll go to fish catching, because this is too spread out for my taste. Child O the Moon, that fish you saw on the screen right there. All right, so what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to I'm basically going to fish. Like I said, actually, I don't remember. I think, oh no, this one I don't do it on. So this one I'm only catching one. I'm basically catching one fish in each area and moving on. So the next one, it's not Lonely Rock. I think it's Perching Isles is the one I'm supposed to do next. Okay, so believe. Onimusha intensifies soon. Well, don't worry. The massive learning of the Onimusha runs will be happening soon. So probably sometime next month. So I was hoping to do a net in the Perching Isles, but apparently I didn't find any nettable area. So it's fine. Now we gotta head to the border sea. What's up, Primus? Alright, I guess we're just going to stop and fish. And then what we'll do is on our way up to do meal skip, we'll go ahead and if we come across a net zone, we'll just stop and net fish. Cool, blazing inker. I think that, I wonder if the fish is a smoker, you think? Okay. So now I realized that what I said and I just passed that. So now we're not going back to the island yet. We're going to perform meal skip, as I'm calling it. If someone can come up with a better name in the community, then I'm all for it, but that's the best I've got for now. Alright, we need to basically head to the ocean door. I'm gonna need a piece of trash. You can also call this trash skip, and you'll know why in a moment, but looks like, okay. Looks like we got ourselves a piece of trash. So I think we're gonna be okay. So I just need to make sure I'm headed in the right direction. All right, so Waking Storm. So we're almost there. So yeah, we're gonna need, so basically we're pushing a piece of trash because we're gonna need it to perform this skip. Don't worry, some of you are probably wondering like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this tiny ass piece of trash? All right, but before we perform it, I'm going to go ahead and net the fish here just to give us some more species. Because remember, we still need 90 species to beat the game. That, we have not found a way to skip that yet in the speedrun. So we still got to make sure we're catching fish periodically. Okay. So I'm not sure how to. This is. I honestly couldn't believe what I saw when Yofer and Rodos found this, but watch. So bear with me. There we go. And that is meal skip. So now we're gonna sit here until morning, netting fish. So the way I understand it, from the way Rodos and Yofer explained it, is basically the game, for some reason, if you use a piece of trash, your boat ends up with like 0 collision for some reason. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it basically, like, you basically end up with like 0 collision. And so for some reason, if the wall is thin enough, you're able to basically phase through the wall. Is essentially what you saw me do there. We're gonna do it again later to skip having to catch a Jungle King for a dinghy. So right now the boat shop is closed. So instead of me like going back and then trying to like deal with going to sleep and all this other stuff, I figured why don't we use the time we have right now to just basically net as many fishes as we can, so we can have money to basically sell. Basically, this will give us enough money to get through the entire run. What I'm doing here. Now remember, we have to be smart about how we sell it though, because if you remember, towing costs 10% of your shells. So the big thing I have to keep in mind is I don't want to get too crazy with the shells. Like I don't want to. I'm not going to sell all my fish at one time. Is essentially what I'm getting at. I'm gonna like sell them in waves as I need them for story purposes. This should also be giving me some of the sand fleas that I can make for bait. So we're gonna try and make ourselves a lot of bait. So it's almost daybreak. So we'll probably head back in just a little bit. And as you can see, this has been what, like 2 minutes of farming? Like this is like we've barely been doing this, and we probably have thousands of shells from just this small section. So we're gonna do it until basically 7 o'clock in game. Now you're probably wondering, well, how the hell am I gonna get back? Well, we're gonna break the boat and basically make Abby have to tow us. So I think that's actually probably going to be good. So yeah, let's go ahead and break our boat. So it takes a couple rams. I can also just get by the geyser. So it takes about 3 bonks to break your boat. We'll call that. I'll call that the end of meal skip when we get towed back. That's where I'll split for that. All right, cool. So now what we're gonna basically do is I'm going to go back to my house. I can't afford to fix my boat, so because I don't have the money, so we're just gonna run. But we're gonna basically go back to our house, and we're going to sell maybe like a single stack of fish, because for day 1 we only need about 800 shells to get through day 1 or chapter 1, so we don't need to sell really more than that. So you'll see like all these stacks of fish that we've got. So I'm basically just going to sell like this 55 stack of those fish, because that should be more than enough. And then what we'll do, oh wait, I just realized I should probably turn in one of those species. Let's try that again. Sell 54 of those fishes. Actually, what I should be doing, because I do still need low quality bait, is I should spend this time doing probably like the only cooking we'll do outside of the 5 dishes later on, and that's making small bait, which thankfully is just chopped the fish. So this is like quick. This isn't too bad. I mean, it's only 4 at a time, but it's kind of a way to. Actually, I don't think time progresses when you're inside the house, so I don't think like we're gonna come back and find like our money is ready to sell. Now I do need to hold on to one of these sand fleas because they do need to be turned in, but this will give us enough bait to get us through most of the run for the most part. So it's a fair amount. But yeah, this is probably the only like excessive cooking we're gonna be doing outside of making like 5 dishes for Ethan later. I'm sure the game will let me auto cook this, but I forgot how many times you have to cook this to get to that point. Oh, never mind. Oh, we're on auto cook now. I think 193 is going to be enough. I love the intentional time loss for that. Yeah, so now we're going to go and head to Marina and donate all the fish. So I guess we don't actually have to donate the fish yet because we're going to talk to Marina later, so we may as well just go to the Cozy Cavern. I'm going to hope that my fish sell. I think they're going to sell about 12 o'clock. So then we'll be able to... So what I may do, just for the sake of like using my time to its fullest, since I can't buy the Cozy Cavern or renovate it until I get the money, I guess I'll just go turn in the fish. And the best part about that is that will already net me 10 species. I think it may even be more than 10, but hey, you know what? We've already got the 10 species quest out of the way. Alright, so I'm hoping the money sells in 5 seconds or 2 seconds. There it is. Bam! 3,000. Just like that, we have enough money to get us through the rest of this chapter. So we talked to Elvis about the gossip. And so this is where now our next part is. So the next task is to go to the Perching Isles to collect some remnant of the whale. But before we do that, we are going to go buy our radio so we can tow back. That's the wrong button. Oh god. Ah. Accidental dialogue. Alright. So we are going to buy the radio, and then we're also going to buy the 10% fish sell increaser, because that means that when we sell more fish later, we'll get a 10% boost plus whatever increased amount we get from donating. Though donating fish may only help with meal sell prices, so I could be wrong there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to fix our boat. I believe that's all I need for now, so yeah, let's go ahead and continue on. It's crazy to think that even with doing that meal skip, I think I'm actually gonna get a gold on my whale split, because all we have to do for the rest of this chapter is go get this piece of the whale on the Perching Isle up here, go talk to Marina, then go to the limestone cave and defeat the whale. Like, it's probably gonna be like a sub 32 chapter 1. Maybe not sub 32, that might be overzealous, but we'll see. Maybe I'll move that fast. So we grab that piece, go inside, gonna tow back, because it's always gonna be faster to tow back than it is to do other things. Yeah, pretty much from here, after we leave here, we're gonna go talk to Marina, who should still be at our... Who should still be here. Oh, never mind. She's not here? Oh, there she is. Huh? Oh, she went for a walk.
Yeah. Oh. Wow. Oh.
Alright, so this is where she tells us about the Pink Limestone Cafe. So now we're going to make our way to the hidden lake. Eventually, we will want to consider going to sleep because the character is hitting that ZZZZ period. And if we move fast enough, I think we should be able to tow back and not have the place be closed. Though, like, you know, we'll need to go to sleep anyway because of the whole, like, she's falling asleep. All right, let's go deal with the whale. So the whale is arguably one of the, along with the squid, they're both pretty easy. Literally all the whale does is just kind of rotate and stop, and all we have to do is just pull out these like rods. There's not a whole lot of like the game trying to mess with you and like stop you like it does for kind of like the next two quote unquote boss battles. Admittedly, not sure why the boat took damage there, but whatever. So from here, I just kind of basically kind of wait for the whale to stop moving. And then once it stops moving, we will deal with the next rod. It should stop moving soon. All right, so maybe it won't be sub 32, but it'll definitely be sub 35. So just one more rod. So it should be stopping soon. So if you see the rod is kind of changing colors. The more that fills up, the sooner I'll get to pulling it out, and with that, we've pulled it out. Cool. And let's go ahead and tow ourselves back. And look, it is still daytime, so we are not affected by that being closed. All right. And what we're going to do here is we're actually going to drive our boat back to our pier because we have to go back to our house to talk to Abby. So it's actually going to be faster for us to just drive the boat back to our home than it is to walk back. Plus then like the Abby cutscene begins almost immediately. Cool. And all right. So now we're going to go talk to Paris. So we're in chapter 2. All right, let's talk to Paris about the fish market. So this is where we're going to get all of our rods. So first we're going to talk to Sophie, get a rod from Sophie. And then, oh no, I went near Casper. I was like trying to actively avoid Casper, but I ended up going near him anyway. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, oh no, we're gonna pet the dog, the invisible dog. No. All right, so now we need to head to the open chill. But what I'm gonna do instead, so we don't lose too much money, I'm actually going to dock here. We're going to try and quickly get over to Abby's. And we're going to buy ourselves. We should be able to afford the engine, the cabin bunk, the other engine, the galley, and then we're going to go ahead and repair our ship. And with that, we should have all the boat upgrades. So our boat is going to be faster. That's going to help a lot with the driving piece of it. And we're gonna have the strong rod. All right, so the plan, so for this part of the run, what I've decided to do in an effort to work towards, you know, 30, 50, and 90 species is for this mission here. So the way this mission works is I have to go to, I'm going to get a different rod, I'm going to go to a different area, and I have to catch 3 fish. But I'm going to take it a step further. For each one of these rod challenge missions, I'm going to do some netting. I'm going to do 1 set of nets, or whatever I find. So we're just going to do like 1 set and pray for some unique fish out of it. And then we're going to then proceed to fish 3 times with each of the lures, essentially, is how I'm going to phrase it. So you'll kind of see what I do here, but I prefer to find like one of those like circular areas because the chance of unique species is higher in them. So here we go. Here's one now. Bam. All right. So yeah, so this is how I'm going to do it. I'm basically going to cast the line 3 times. I'm going to hope for different fish as much as possible. And then once we've done it with each of the lures, we'll move on. It's kind of how I'm gonna try and get as many fish as possible throughout the run, because the game does like make you complete things like the 50, like the game won't let you like move on in certain parts of the story once you hit like the 30. I don't think the 30 stops you from progressing the game, but the 50 does. I know the 50 fish one will stop you. It'll be like, hey, like you need to finish this before you do anything else. So, but that's kind of basically in a nutshell what we're going to do here. So I fished 3 times with that one lure, and now we're going to fish 3 times with this lure. So far we've gotten 1 new species from fishing. There was another one, so, but I did this in my like offline practice route tweaking with all these like exploit with that trash stuff we found out, that I caught a handful of new, I think I ended up catching just enough new fish that I think I may have hit 30 fishes when I turned all of them in afterwards. All right, so that was 3 with that one, so now 3 with the jig. Now, as you can see, the circle of fish left, but I'm not gonna spend the time like looking for another set of like, because fish will still come. So I feel like you'll lose. Dave. The name of the fish is Dave. Poutine of the sea. Oh my god, I don't think I even caught that like in my other runs or even casually. The poutine of the sea. This game is so rooted in Canadian. Seriously, where's Anchorin been with me running this game? We gotta get Anchorin to run this game because it's Canadian. All right, so what I actually need to do here, because of the whole boat shop not being open, is we actually need to go to sleep. Because if we go to sleep, then it's going to obviously allow us to just get our boat. Should import poutine. I mean, it's an idea. Oh, wrong button. All right, so let's tow back. So we've completed the first rod challenge. So now we're gonna go get our next rod, the Lonely Rock. Or not the Lonely Rock, whatever the next rod is. For this one, we're actually going to drive our boat back again to our house because it's going to be faster than running. Because the next part of the mission is over here by our house. Also, we want to try and keep the boat undamaged as much as possible. As it was pointed out to me, the boat actually goes faster when it's undamaged. So just something that needs to be kept mindful of at times. But all right. So we are now in need of going to catch fish using the poise rod in the Lonely Rock. So now we're just going to go repeat what I did. We're going to go to the Lonely Rock and we're going to catch 3 fish. We're going to catch 9 fish 3 times each different lure with the rod we're using. Plus we're also going to look for a netting section. We're going to try and find a netting section as best as we can, because I have found that sometimes like some netting sections I've had some hit or miss with like locating, because they're like few and far between. Good old moon eel. Fish gonna be the bane of my existence if I keeps popping up. And see, this is why I'm catching 9 fish with different rods and shit. Damn, I got 3 moon eels with that one rod. Cute. Yeah, hope everybody's had a good week. Excited for the weekend, I hope. Yay, new species. Yay, more new species. All right. And time for the last set of fishes. And what we'll do is we'll look for a netting area. But we won't get too anal about it. Apparently Lonely Rock is where you get the moon eel. You and some buds are gonna binge Chiyo Hafura. I've heard of that anime because it's got like what, like 3 seasons or some shit. Cool, new species. All right, so now let's try our best to find. Let's try and find a, like I said, a netting area without getting too wild with like searching for one. So yeah, looks like we did find one. And try and net everything in one go. Don't think I'm gonna make it. Kind of surprised I hadn't caught a pollock this whole time. That's crazy. I was catching, my thing was vibrating more than I was expecting it to for a few places. All right, so we finished that. It's time to tow back to town. Then we're gonna go meet William Bennett. Now, the boat shop is still open, so we're not going to take it out yet. Instead, we're going to just, because we're a little bit closer from the boat shop, so no need to take the boat out, because bam, there's William Bennett. Now we have the final rod. Well, what I thought was the final rod, but I guess apparently I didn't realize this, and so there's still some talks in terms of the routing of looking into an item. So apparently there in the game, when you spend money renovating the town, what happens is when you spend a certain amount of shells, you reach milestones, and in those milestones you are awarded things. And what I didn't realize, because I didn't renovate enough stuff to reach this point, but basically you can basically get two things. You can get a thing called a multi-lure, which basically allows me to collect, I can basically catch 2 fish at a time. And then if you keep renovating aspects of the town, you can unlock line fishing. And with line fishing, what you get out of line fishing basically is you get now this isn't the area I'm supposed to fish in, but I'm fishing in it just for, because we're passing and we're going to need the fish anyway, so why not do it now? But basically you get line fishing. So apparently line fishing lets you catch up to 5 fish at a time. 5 fish at a time. So there's talk that, like, because of how easy it is to make money from selling tons and tons of fish, thanks to that one spawn point, which seems to give you like roughly 15 fish with every net cast, as you saw me do. Some of us have tossed around the idea of like, oh, why don't we try to just set renovate the town to get the line fishing and use that to maybe work towards the 90 species. So I haven't done that. I haven't looked at that yet, because there is one potential fault to the dinghy skip that might potentially backfire. And if it does backfire, then it'll be something where we don't do dinghy skip for the chapter 3 stuff. And that's going to be the beacon quest. So in the beacon quest, which, you know what, I'll just talk about it when we get there, because yeah, there's just a lot. So we'll just talk about the beacon quest later. But you know, I've got time, I'm just fishing. So yeah, the beacon quest is the quest where I'm supposed to go around to most of the areas I've visited already and basically put a beacon to help with locating this like thing. Right, like the beacon, I forgot why it helps, but we're supposed to do it for story reasons. The problem is one of the beacons is in an area that is intended for the dinghy to get you to. And so what I found with the dinghy skip is that the game will put me in the dinghy because in the cutscene has you in the dinghy, so the game will put me in the dinghy because of that. The problem is I found out that if you dock the boat, like if you attach the dinghy to the boat like you're supposed to, the game will not actually let you get back in the dinghy. And so the concern I have is that, or like I think we have, is that we don't know if we're going to be able to get to the dinghy, the beacon in the shallow stream, because we don't have like the dinghy to get to it. So what we may do in this run is we will create a contingency plan. So what I'm thinking is when we're doing the beacon quest, we may actually catch a jungle king like we normally would. Because normally when I catch the jungle king, because of how uncommon of a fish it tends to be, I don't actually turn it in as one of the 90 species. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to catch a jungle king, and then I'm going to see if I can get in without the dinghy. If I get without the dinghy, that's just an extra fish for me for the 90 species quest. If I can't get in without the dinghy, then I'll just go turn in the jungle king and get my dinghy, and then we'll just go from there. Or we'll be in chapter 5 when you should already have the dinghy, and the game will like soft lock and be like, why the fuck are you doing this quest now? You should have done this quest already. So yeah, so either we're working towards a dead run, or I don't know. I feel like with an autosave, I could just load the autosave and it won't soft lock. Then we'll definitely have to find a way to force our boat there. Alright. No, I released it. I just realized I hit the wrong button. No, it said new catch, not new species, so I must have one. I'm guessing I have one in my inventory. Oh, stop. Worst case, we'll catch another one later. Alright. So now we are done with the rod quest. Oh. Actually, what's the... You know what? I'm okay with that. If anything, we'll just go to sleep. Because right now we've got some like running around town things to do for the moment, so worst case, we'll just, go to bed. Hey, Yofer, thanks for the quick good luck. Meal skip. Performing the skip was a success, my dude. And we still got like a sub 35 chapter 1 from it, so I thought that was pretty neat. Alright, so I'm supposed to talk to a few people here. I'm gonna actually use some of my bait. I'm gonna actually use some of my low quality bait here to get us some high quality bait now, just so we can have it. So I'll probably exchange 80, like half of it. I feel like 16 should be enough for the moment. Yeah, so we've got so we do have to talk to a few people here. For story purposes.
Yeah.
Actually gonna just buy this so I can cook 5 dishes at one time. Yeah, so we talked to Kevin because we have to for story purposes. Alright, so now we have the ability to go to Town Hall, where we'll learn a little bit more about the deal with the lightning fish related stuff. So now we need to, so now this is the part where we're gonna have to basically go to sleep because too late at night. So I guess in retrospect I probably should have just went to sleep. But yeah, we're gonna go to sleep because now we need to go and basically reinforce our boat to go deal with the lightning fish, or not necessarily deal with the lightning fish, but it's just for story purposes. Like, we're supposed to reinforce our hull, go find out that there's this like electrical fish or like lightning around it, and then go, you know, lightning proof our boat. And we'll turn in. Ooh, my notes are so out of date. I still have a note that says make sea salad with lobster. So we have to reinforce the hull as part of the story. Damn, this might be a sub 1 hour chapter 2. Even with all that like extra fishing I was doing just to collect species. All right, so we have this, and if I remember correctly, yep, we gotta go speak to Elvis, so we're gonna once again get towed back. And because we didn't sell all of our fish, we have tons of money lying in wait for us for when we need it in chapter 3 to pay for all the renovations. Because we need like 7,000. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, we're gonna, so we actually have to talk to Marina right before we take down the fish, though I just realized this place doesn't open until 1500. So I'm still working out some of the timing between the day and night cycle, because obviously I'm very much ahead. So I guess a way to fix that would be to get on my boat and then go to sleep until like I guess 6 p.m. or 3 p.m. 3 p.m. should be 1500. So just something I'll need to keep in mind, maybe for like future stuff. Yeah, so problem solved. Minor time loss, but we made it work. All right, so now we're supposed to talk to Marina, learn a little more from her. So this is where we're going to turn in more fish. So we'll turn in the fish first. And bam, 30 fish just like that. We've already got the 30 fish out of the way.
Huh?
All right. So now we're going to use our boat to get over to Abby's quicker.
Huh.
Oh, wrong button. All right. And now we're gonna go subdue the lightning fish. Oh my god, the seagulls! The seagulls always getting in the way. Alright, so first things first, we need to basically lift all these up. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, so we lift those up first. No, we pet. Oh my god, I can't believe the dog comes with us. Like, it's amazing the 10 seconds of time loss from the dog you get because of like trying to spam the A button and then you end up like petting the dog. Really? You bumped my boat? And now the fun part, reeling in this fish. So, this part could be a little tough because the fish... because like the electrocution just makes things harder. What is it doing? I was not expecting this. Oh man, come on. I feel cheated. I'm gonna be cheated out of my sub 1 hour, my sub 1 hour chapter 2 because of this weird game mechanic. I don't know. The battling of this fish is just, the way it's done is just awkward to me because it's like I have to throw a line because of the electricity, but it's like the electricity breaks the line and then I have to like, I don't know. It feels a lot harder than it should be to do this section. I think we got it. Oh, come on. Why didn't we get it? I'm so confused. Like literally Like the thing was full. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This honestly feels like unnecessary time loss. Man, there goes my sub 1 hour chapter 2. That should have been mine. I don't know. I'm still trying to understand how this battle works, because like you raise all these things, but then like the lightning still stops your fishing line. I don't know. It's awkward. Thank you. Ooh, man. All right, not quite sub 1 hour, but you know what? Getting there, getting there. All right, so we're gonna get waffles. Then we're gonna check the ocean door. And then now we're going to tow ourselves back. All right. We're going to... Oh, we're really zoomed out. That was awkward. All right, so we talked to Marina. She's like, oh, you should check out the library. And it's like, I don't think I can check out the library. But I do want to make sure I move my boat, because I think the shop's getting rid of the clothes, but... All right, so we talked to Marina. We also need to speak to Paris, just about the subdued lightning fish, so we're going to go and do that. I don't know if it actually doesn't matter if I talk to the mayor first. Okay, so I do have to talk to Paris first for the mayor quest to trigger. And so we've turned that in. Now we're gonna go trigger the storyline. So this is the part. So this is the part where in my original run I had to spend. This is where I had to do a lot of like fishing and like for like lobsters and then making stuff and all kinds of other shenanigans. So what we're gonna do is so I need to make five. I need to make 5 dishes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, just so I don't accidentally sell too many fish. We're gonna go ahead and make ourselves basically we're gonna make basically 5 fish cakes. So yep, 5 fish cakes. And like I said, for this, it doesn't matter what stars they are. We need 5 dishes for part of it. But what we're gonna do is, because we need money to get through this next section, is I'm now gonna sell a bunch of my bunch more of my fish that I've been holding on to. What's up, Japan? Alright, so we've got our 5 dishes. Before we go to sleep, to progress time for selling, so like I said, we're going to sell a decent amount of the fish that we caught earlier, because we need at least 7,000. Now I can't do math off the top of my head right now, so we're going to go out on a limb and assume this is going to be enough. And the best way to make sure everything sells as quickly as possible is we're going to go to sleep until, let's go to sleep until 3 p.m. And we have 13,000. Okay, so maybe I overshot 7,000 by just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, so now we're gonna complete this like town renovation section. So Ethan is the easiest. All we have to do is give him 5 dishes and then just pay for some fairly cheap lighthouse upgrades, and then he'll be done. And then we'll go deal with the daughter, where we have to catch like 10 pieces of debris.
Oh. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh.
All right. This is where we pay for our upgrades. And then if you weren't here at the beginning of the run, for those of you watching and got to see the meal skip, we're going to be doing dinghy skip, which is basically the same as meal skip, but I call it dinghy skip because we aren't going to need the tiny boat to open up the ocean door. We're basically going to skip needing the small little ship to open the ocean door. And we'll be doing that once we get all these upgrades and stuff completed. Because we can't do it until after we've acquired the ocean key. Alright, so Lily, the daughter of the mayor, wants us to clean up 10 pieces of driftwood around the bay. And then after that, we have to basically buy a bunch of upgrades. After that, then we have to pay about 2,000 shells to cover the cost of renovating the dock. So let's collect our debris. So 1 piece of debris. Two pieces of debris. I think that's debris. Yeah. Three pieces of debris. Oh, the debris grouping has been kind to us. So 4 pieces of debris. Five pieces of debris. I forgot the debris technically gives you like a small amount of money. And 6. Seven. I think I have not been miscounting. 8. Because the problem is the game won't tell me I've collected 10 because it's just going to say task updated because then I have to go like talk to her. Should be 9. One more piece of trash, I think. Yeah, there should be 10. Or that might have been 11 because I don't think I saw it say like task updated, so I may have actually did 11 pieces. All right, so now we're gonna pay for the 2 upgrades, 1,000 each. All right, so now that we've done that, we now go and fix the library. It's amazing how much faster this is when you don't have to farm for lobsters and then craft a bunch of fish and shit. Make a bunch of sea salads over and over again. Uh-oh. Either I'm hoping it's because it's late at night, that's why she's not here. I was like, where's Rose? Why is she not at the beach? Or why she's not at town hall? I'm hoping it's just because it's like 1 in the morning and she's probably going to sleep. So yeah, let's hope that's the case, because I definitely did this in practice and she'll definitely be there, so. All right. Yep, there she is. Cool.
What?
Huh.
All right. So now that we've paid for now that we've got the library all dealt with, I think now we go get the key. Yeah, so now we're going to go and get the key. And then from there, we're gonna do the skip we did earlier at the beginning of the game. And we're gonna bypass having to go catch a Jungle King. And it only works if you're at the part where you have to open the door, because what happens there is when you phase through the doorway, the game gives you the cutscene for opening the door that you would normally get once you're in the vicinity of it. So it's like triggering, it's like hitting the cutscene trigger point. All right, and then from here, let's head to the door, and we're gonna look for a piece of trash along the way, like a box. Ideally, the bigger the piece of trash is, the easier it is to drag with us over there. So I mean, obviously there's like a bunch of debris here. Maybe I can I'm gonna try and grab somebody along the way if I can. Oh, you know what? I actually had something that whole time. There we go, a box. Let's drag this. Boxes are bigger. They drag a lot easier. Just have to be mindful of turning. Should probably double check where I'm facing. Now what we're going to actually do, because we won't have free access to a dinghy, I'm actually going to do some fishing in the dinghy enabled area. What's up, AMB? Whoop, I definitely need to turn the boat. Thank you for the good luck. Thank you. Welcome in. How was your segmented plat practice? I was, that's so weird. Streaming no game. You were definitely streaming 7 Remake. Wonder why it said no game. That was weird. Oh, I guess there were boxes over here. Hey, you're just in time to watch me do a skip of sorts in this game. Have you ever seen a giant boat go through a wall? Well, you're going to. It's gonna be thanks to this box that I'm pushing. Yeah, so for whatever reason, the game, your boat loses like collision detection when trying to go through like a piece of a box. So you'll see once I get the box kind of closer to the kind of like wall here. There it is, and bam! Right through the wall, and trigger the cutscene, and look at that, we're in a dinghy. Da 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 da. Alright, so what we're gonna do, like I said, before we actually continue on, since we're not gonna have access to the dinghy later, we're gonna actually go and try to catch some fish in the area that the dinghy accesses. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time catching fish. That way we can try and collect the fish from there. Now, we obviously got this like cutscene that we're supposed to get, but we won't go back to Marina quite yet, because like I said, we wanna do some fish catching. So I'm just trying to position my boat properly. So we're going to hug the left wall here. So it's going to allow me to go upstream, thus entering this area. We actually want to go. I think I'm trying to go even further north. Yep. I may not be able to go all the way north. I may have to actually take the dinghy to the normal intended path for that. So I'm trying to think like what fish would be different from that one spawn point. Though I guess I'd have to actually fish then to see that. But yeah, I'd love to get up to this northern area, but I don't think I can from here, so we may need to. Okay, yeah, so it looks like, all right, so plan B, we're basically gonna have to take the dinghy around the way it was supposed to have gone to get to that northern area. Because as I was saying before, I can't get back in my ship. Because if I get back in my ship, I cannot get back in the dinghy. Unless the game forces it through a cutscene. So we're trying to We're trying to make use of the dinghy so we don't miss out on the fishes that we should be getting normally from here, which is what I'm aiming to do right now. Because yeah, see the shallow stream, there's going to be potentially unique species of fish, or not potentially, there should be unique species of fish that are only found in here. So that's what we're wanting to try and catch. So I'm looking for a fishing point. Here we go. And a netting point. Perfect. Okay. So the only drawback, of course, is I can't change the way my fishing rod is set up, so I'm kind of just stuck with whatever we had set up. But hey, look at that, new species already. Yeah, it's a little annoying that I can't like change my rod out here. Oh, more new species. That's the only kind of drawback. I can't change what I have. So I mean, we'll try to think what would be a reasonable amount of fish to go for. Maybe until that circle goes away. I feel like the circle eventually goes away. I don't know, maybe until we like get the same fish 3 times in a row. We'll give it a little bit longer. If it seems like on getting if I'm not getting a new species, then we'll like eventually stop. Yeah, we've got, all right, if I get another razor tooth corals, then we'll stop. So I guess that's the one drawback. I didn't even think about that. I can't actually change my rod here. Actually, no, yeah, we'll keep going until that, because that thing is getting smaller. So we'll just keep going until it's gone. Which I think is going to be this last fish. Banana mackerel, which I think I already caught. Oh, came back. Well, that just defeated my entire comment. Ah, missed one. Alright, nothing new. Okay, so I mean, it seems like the stuff in the shallow stream ended up being the same stuff in the thermal geyser. At least with what I'm using. Like, there may be different... Wait. I don't know. Did I try to catch anything in the thermal geyser? I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to make the most out of the dinghy while I can. So far, it's looking like a lot of the same fish. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything unique. Maybe I don't need to do this. Well, no, I take that back. I did get like 3. I did get like the hacking fish, the mighty devourer. Like, I did get those, so I don't think it's like a full lost. All right, so let's just move on. Okay, so we're going to. You got to go back to Marina. Like I said, we're gonna dock the boat. Can't get out. It's going really well, actually. All the skips have been panning out pretty good. Let's actually go to sleep first, because we're not gonna be able to get back in the boat. Kind of defeat the purpose of what we're going for here. So, though sleeping until 6 a.m. is not going to help, because the aquarium doesn't open until 8. So. We're gonna have to take the time hit here. Diploma? Why? why did somebody's diploma on Reddit. Diploma. Oh, it's spelled wrong. Okay, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down there, Chief. Is it bad that I forgot Archie was behind me this whole time? Whoops. Let me just make sure. I don't think my boat's fully. All right, let's go catch ourselves the very annoying twin fish. Oh, okay. So I think I'm reading that. So it's diploma, right? That's what I'm reading. Not diploma, but diploma. Here's my hike school diploma. I mean, it's funnier than it should be. Alright, this... Wait, did I overshoot? Nope, did not. Okay. So now we get to go subdue the twin fish. So if you remember, if anybody was here Monday night, if you recall, this was that battle where I had to get the fish to ram the thing in the center, but like some of the rammed hits didn't always count. In a way, it was weird. So I'm hoping we have slightly better-ish luck with the ramming. I don't know. It's the figuring out how the rams are registered is still like up in the air, because like because I think it's like 3 rams to finish it, and it feels like the first, like, see, like I don't like, why did it deviate? Like why didn't it just go straight? Like, somebody tell me that. See, like, why is it turning? Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to understand the science. Yep. Come on, ram forward. So that's 1. So hear me out here. That's 1. And then, okay, that's 2. But I don't think if, like, let's say a 3rd one was the register, which, oh, that's cool. I'm embedded in the walls. See, why didn't that register? Y'all saw that, right? Why did the first 2 hits? Yeah, it's like, this is what throws me off so much. It's like, why were those first 2 hits working? But that last one, the last hit doesn't seem to work. Like, the first 2 go off, like, without a hitch. Like, easy as hell to get. But for whatever reason, the final hit is the one that just doesn't seem to want to, like, register. Like, right there. It's so weird. I just don't understand the science with it. I'm hoping it's like unintended, like it's something that like a future update may fix. Also, like, I appear to have lost all collision, and I'm wondering if it's because it's good. Well, no, I guess there's still some collision. It's weird. Sometimes I go through things. Oh crap. Oh, that's not good. I got shot into it. Come on. Like I said, weird. It's a weird battle. Why didn't that count? That's the part that I'm still trying to understand. Like, why did, like, the first 2 times in rams? Hey. So that seems to take, yeah, I feel like it's toying with me. There we go. I can't even be mad at, oh wait. Okay, I was like, I can't even be mad about that. All right, so now we are done with that quest. All right, putting the dinghy away. Oh, cool, and we finished early enough that it is, the boat is not going to be stuck. See what happens when you don't have to spend a shitload of time cooking food? Just saying. Because as far as I'm concerned, we shouldn't have to cook anything for the rest of the run at this point. All right. So we gave Abby the blueprint, so yeah, so now we gotta talk to Marina. Can't remember, can I talk to Claude at this point, or no, it's Marina first. Okay. So we talked to Marina. I don't think, yeah, they're closed. Okay. So now we've talked to Marina. We're going to, now we have to go talk to Claude. It's a lot of back and forth, but this is a lot faster. For the boats to be used. All right, so now we go up to the lighthouse. I think we should still be able to talk to Claude. Yeah, the only drawback I guess is like I think I'm fairly, I don't know how close I am to 50 species. I guess is the one drawback right now. But let's go ahead and deal with our let's go ahead and basically pay money to fix the train yard. Just get that out of the way while we have the money before we spend it on tows. And this will take care of the train track. Alright, so that part's done. I guess what I should do, because, well, one thing I haven't done is I haven't really done anything with lobster traps. I know there's fish to turn in from there, but I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe take a little bit of a time hit to... Oh, sorry, I have to talk to Abby for the icebreaker. She may not be open. Yeah, she's not open. Okay. I guess we're going to sleep. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna count the fish because I don't know how close I am to 50. Just trying to get marked all the ones I've seen. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or nope, I didn't turn that in, not 20. 21, 20. You know, I think I have fish to turn in. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay. I guess we're close-ish. Okay.
Huh?
I'm gonna go ahead and buy maybe, I don't know, 5 of these. Because I've already got a few. Oh crap. I hope this doesn't bug out. I think I had this bug out on me. I'm gonna be mindful. I forgot it makes you do the tutorial. Okay, whew, didn't bug out on me. I had it like weirdly bug out on me one time and like just completely threw me off. Okay. I guess we'll go turn in what we do have. But it sounds like I'm gonna turn in what I have and then recount the fish because I may have been counting fish that I didn't count. Okay. 26 out of 30. Okay, so let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I need 11. I need... Damn, I still need to find 11 fish. I feel like I never... So I need a strip nibbler. Funny enough, the fish that I turned into food so I could move forward. That's already done that one. There we go. There's a fish I don't have, so that's 40. Actually, because I know strip nibblers here. I'm not sure where else it might be, so I want to see if trying to see if I can just catch one here. Hopefully I can just net catch it. Yeah, I gotta throw that net better. Hey, I'm working on it. The problem is I need 10 more fish for 50. So I've hit a point where like I now need I'm hitting that point where like I need to start catching fish in hopes of like, you know, finishing out stuff. But I guess let me continue on with at least more of the story in the meantime. But what I should probably do is this. So I've got a partial idea. Okay, I'm gonna do this. We're going to drop like 3 of these and like maybe 2 of these, and then we're going to go to bed for 24 hours. And we're gonna hope there's some, because I haven't done any lobster trapping, so I know there's plenty of fish available through there that I haven't got yet. But I need to sleep again because I literally slept for I think 1 in-game hour. That's kind of funny because it was still day 8. So let's try that again. Yeah, we'll see how promising this looks because like I may act depending on how long it takes me to get these fish. Not new, not new. Okay, so that's one new. Okay, so we're down to 9 fish needed for 50. Yeah, I know it's a Kraken. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to process right now, like where is going to be the best place to find 9 more fishes? I mean, obviously, like a generic lobster, I don't have. Actually, I think I didn't even get one for the tutorial. Now I think about it. All right, so we learned how to ice fish, follow the river ink, but I want to try something. That was weird. What? Why is it not catching? Am I too close? I don't understand ice fishing. Like, even though it's making the sound like I need to reel it in, it wasn't like... Yeah, I'm like, that's so weird. This doesn't make any sense. It's like bugging out on me. Yeah, what is happening? It's not working. Whatever, I'm out of here. I tried it. I augured into 3 places, and the game just did not let me catch anything for some reason. Guess I should try and... I mean, I guess I'm gonna... Well, I need 50 fish, so it might be worth me trying to catch fish now and not later. Oh my god, the moon eelfish is the bane of my existence right now. This fish will not leave me alone. Why? Just why, game? Why do you make me only catch that fish? There we go. All right, 8 more. Guess I could try doing high quality bait instead. Try and get the large fish. Cool, a Notre Dame sand digger. I'll take it. No idea if I've caught a tube fish. So I needed 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 new fish in my possession. I still need 6 more. Cool. Whatever that number is, I caught 1. So 5 more. I'm gonna need 5 more new fish. I swear to God, I should have waited till it said 6 a.m. because I feel like it's literally gonna go 5 seconds in front of me. Yep, it went 5 seconds in front of me. Ooh, Wody, you gotta be better than that. You gotta be better than that. Yeah, we're gonna 100% lose time on this split here in a little bit, just due to the lack of. Wait, why didn't they move forward a day? Mike, what is happening here? I need you to move forward a day. Oh my God. Thank you. Okay, so I guess we're gonna need to figure out. I mean, obviously this is one of those splits I feel like the time loss is just gonna depend on how much fishing I did prior, because we weren't really farming to get stuff for damn, I can't even find anything new. All right. I was hoping to get something different, but what ifs? Oh yeah, Kraken Cove. We can try and catch some stuff here. That's an idea. So, I mean, I do need 50. I was gonna say, well, we come back here, so I guess I don't have to do it now. But I'm like, well, I can't. I don't think I can move forward until we've dealt with. Yeah, until I get the 50 fish, he won't come back to town. So I may as well just try and catch fish here. I should go back to Moonglow. I hate the moon eel. Why does that keep showing up? Really? The game be evil, yo. The game be evil. I'm probably not gonna stay here too long because I'm not seeing anything new so far in the Kraken Cove. I guess I would need to find out which fish may be unique here for future attempts. Because yeah, right now I'm not finding anything unique. So I am going to leave. And I guess I need to figure out where I'm gonna find maybe 5 more species of fish. I mean, technically there's the strip nibbler, which I should be able to get in the opening area. And then I don't think I've turned in a lobster, but I don't know if I've caught a lobster. So these aren't new. Do I have a lobster? I do not. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. I need 3 more. It doesn't sound right. Yeah, if we can get to the 50 fish, we can finish this mission and move from there. Tummy tickler. I don't know if I've turned that in. I may have. No way, I don't think I have turned it on Tummy Tickler. I think I released it. I don't know, Rodas, you got any advice for where I might be able to find a few more fish I may not be considering, just to get us through the rest of this first part? Because I mean, obviously we're gonna need to get into catching 90 species soon, but we'll at least be able to catch a bunch of fish in that one area. Maybe I'll go catch a jungle king at this point. 'Cause I can't really think of other areas that there are going to be fish that I need. I mean, the lobster would be one. I guess I can try and get me a lobster. Let's do this. Okay, we're gonna sleep till 6 in the morning, so we can lay down traps, because I know lobsters are in the morning. It's only really lobster, so I'm only gonna put like 2 traps down with like low quality bait, just in case. That's right, I was about to say, I don't think I've got the ocean. I was about to say, there's definitely some starter fish, because I haven't done that much fishing in these opening areas that I'm missing. So yeah, so that's possibly 9. Probably shouldn't be using high quality bait for this. Nope, it is low quality bait. I'm gonna try like 1 high quality bait and see if I get something crazy unique with it. Nope, just a bunch of ocean. Going generic rod here. I just want a strip nibbler, because I didn't turn one in because I cooked with it. This is why you don't cook with it. To avoid this shit. Because I think if I can get a strip nibbler and I go to sleep, so let's say strip nibbler is number 10, and we go to sleep, get a lobster, that's 11. So hypothetically speaking, we should have 50. And then at that point we can just continue on with the story. Or we can keep getting purple tails. Game. Oh, agile, small, and spinner. Whoops. Okay, that's gonna help. Agile, small, spinner. They still got a purple tail. Come on, game, be kind. Yeah, this is one of those kind of like weird moments of like time loss that potentially could be salvaged. Yeah, the time loss is coming because I don't have 50 species. Even though I thought I was fishing, I thought I had done a decent amount of fishing. I guess I wasn't catching enough unique species. So yeah, I was like, so I think I need like 2 more, and I'm trying to find a strip nibbler, because I had a strip nibbler, but I never, I didn't turn it in. I used it to cook with, and like that's like an early game fish. So in theory, I should be able to get one, but I'm having trouble finding one. Maybe I'll just do low bait because I'm pretty certain I caught one with like low bait. So there's a lobster, so that's gonna help with that. I don't know if I can net catch a strip nibbler. Like I said, I think I'm at 10. I might be at 10. If I can literally get one more new species, I think we'll be able to at least move on. But I guess maybe we can go, maybe I'll go confirm that. Let me go turn in what I do have. No, I guess I don't think I can because of the time. So let's, I guess, keep fishing for now because the marina, the aquarium is not open for still. Agile spinner. But yeah, I thought I did pretty good with a fish, but I guess I just wasn't catching enough unique fish, even with all the like additional fishing I had done along the way. Apparently, it wasn't enough. Come on, game. Give me the strip nibbler. Thank you. Okay. Fucking A, man. That took a minute. All right, let's see what happens. And some tells me nope, we're still off. Fuck. Don't know how many I'm off by. 1, 2, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. I still need 2 more. Oh man, that's evil. Evil. What you know what, because I'm apparently a jackass and I deleted from my notes. What was the combination for the damn jungle fish? Hope Rodos can hear me. Because I know there were a couple, there was like that woolly wop. O's and agile, okay. Because I know there was like a couple other, there was other species of fish that I probably could fish up that I haven't at the perching aisle. So you know what, fuck it, we're gonna go over there. Gotcha. So last time you said it's where the word aisle was. Man, I can't. So I guess like and I realize I probably sound like a broken record to some people right now, but I guess this is the drawback to going for, because we weren't fishing for things. Why would no bait? Think so? Why no bait? Wait, you said pose and agile. That's 2 types of fish. What's the lure? Spinner? You mean spinner? Pose and spinner? Gotcha. But yeah, I guess the No, it's fine. I guess the drawback to not having to, the trade-off to not having the farm for money is, right, no bait gives small fish. You think the thermal geyser will have something different than what I've been getting there? Going to sleep till 6 a.m. Those are a rare one. You have high. Well, don't need high quality to, right? Because I'm trying to potentially get a jungle king, just in case I need it. I guess that's a trade-off. Our early game is faster, but then we have to farm for 50 species. Oh man, we're, look at that. Rice fish, Valerian fish, jumping rabbit. Where are those fish? But here, I guess here's the drawback though, because I would rather turn it in, but then if I need it later, it's gonna bite me in the ass because I have to catch another one. I'm kind of hoping I catch a second one. So wait, where's the rice fish, the Valerian fish, and the jumping rabbit, thermal geyser? And those are small fish. I guess we can go there. I guess it's something to consider. Now part of me is like, should I turn in the Jungle King? I don't know. I feel like I want to wait the turn of the Jungle King. I feel like, okay. Then I guess we're gonna go to the thermal geyser and do some no bait fishing. Cause I don't want to turn in the Jungle King, because on the off chance that I am unable to, I've got a couple ideas. I've got a couple ideas of how to get a few more fish. I was hoping to get a sub 2 hour chapter 4, but I guess that's not going to happen because I have not planned out better where to find more fish, one could say. All right, so what I'm being told is, hey Steamed, so what I'm being told is I should try just no bait. What type of rod? Or it doesn't matter. Okay, already a new species. All right, good idea. Do I have to lay a trap? Do I lay a trap for that? The west side of Twin Tails. All right, so I got Tope the shark. Okay, there's a rice fish. All right, thanks. All right, this idea is working out. And honestly, we'll just keep fishing because we need, I guess we'll head that way around 3 p.m. or like just before 3 p.m. I guess what we'll do is we'll hey, there's a dancing rabbit. Should I be changing my rods and shit? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I changed my lure. You said west side. Aw, thanks, Steamed. Sorry to hear your depression, though. Also, I don't know east to west. This is the west side. But here? So then I should lay the trap here? Do I have to lay it exactly at 3 p.m. or can I lay it now? Oh, back by the geyser. All right. This is the hot spring? Oh. So here? I'm gonna lay the trap here? Great, it's after. Further where? Back here? It's so confusing. Hey, mama. One. Looks like I just got pepperfish. Well, you said the west side of Twintail Lake. This is the west side of Twintail Lake. Twintail Lake is over here. I don't know. I feel like giving directions doesn't work because there's a delay, and if I don't just sit here and stand still and wait for you to direct me somewhere, then it's not gonna work. Right, I'm in Twintail, but you're like, oh, you're in the hot springs. Fuck it, we're gonna try some here. Alright, I will come back in a little bit for those because it's not quite 24 hours. What sub area? I don't know. I think I'm getting more confused as we try to talk this out because I'm not sitting still. Well, I know, but I still need to get 90 fish. So, I mean, even though I have enough for what I need to get 50, that doesn't stop the fact that I still need to get to 90 fish, and I need what, around 70 going into the final area in theory. There we go, a fang nipper. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try and catch more fish. Rocket Van. See, we're just getting some fishing out of the way now. All right, this will be the last one I throw, and then we'll right, I know you posted all 23 areas, but that doesn't necessarily tell me where they are at, and there's not exactly a like a map system. Pepper, shrimp, pepper. All right, there we got the shell skin resident. All right, I'm going back. I think I've caught enough additional fish at this point. I caught enough additional fish that I want to stop the time loss. And the funny part is I'm not even like, it's not even like I'm gonna go fight the squid. Like I still need to deal with other things first. All right, turn in everything but the Jungle King. No, I mean, it's fine. I mean, you don't feel obligated to like have to do that stuff. Okay, so I believe now we're gonna go see Claude. Let's get our boat out of here. Wait. Why is that's funny? Claude's down here. I'm assuming when I go up there, he'll be up there. All right. I don't know how I would feel if I end up just literally losing all my time saved to trying to catch 50 fish. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to talk to Abby on the beach, not Abby in her shop.
Huh?
Okay. Uh-oh. Really? Oh, that's right. I have to... I'm an idiot. I was like, why can't I leave? It's like, oh, because the game wants me to try to leave. Okay, so yeah, Haru, Sarah, and Marina. Okay. Did I change the route? Not really. I don't really say I changed the route. I mean, kind of. I mean, I tweaked some stuff. So I mean, yeah, because like we don't cook anything. Like, we don't really cook anything now, except for like the required dishes. So I mean, so you can consider that, I guess. And because of the skip, we didn't spend time trying to catch a Jungle King, which we ended up catching anyway for potential need of it later. So because of that, we didn't lose time trying to catch a fish that, you know, maybe giving us a pain in the ass to catch. But like, for instance, like I have more fish I could sell, which will, because right now I don't have enough money to pay for the last like upgrade, like because I have to buy that, I have to spend 5,000 in the last chapter. But I have fish I can sell that I'm choosing not to sell, so I don't lose money from towing.
Huh?
Well, yeah, I did. I saved over an hour on the previous split, but because I needed like 12 to 13 more fish, I basically ended up losing a chunk of the time instead of saving it, because I was spending all this time trying to catch fish. So it's kind of like a trade-off. Like I saved more time early in the run, and potentially with like better routing of catching fish. Like honestly, like some of the fish that I caught, I could have caught along the way. Like that thermal geyser area I was just at, if I had spent a little more time going around catching fish, I think part of the reason I wasn't doing it was because of the whole, like, I didn't have access. Oh, fair enough. I'll shut up then. But I guess you could say, like, in a subsequent run, we should be able to hopefully not lose this huge ass chunk of time again. Like, if we in theory repeat like similar steps. Oh no, we've gotten tired. Damn, that's annoying. Character just falls asleep randomly when that happens.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, so let's deal with the Kraken. Oof, damn, I'm losing almost 30 minutes on this split. That's rough. But that emote's great. But like I said, I think if I had spent even just a little bit more time with catching fish, like for instance, like I shouldn't, like what I should have done is, like, remember how I was like, oh, I'll just catch another strip nibbler. What I realistically should have done was I should have just fished until I had a duplicate fish from something I had already caught before, because then, as you saw, I ended up trying to catch a strip nibbler, and that lost me several minutes of time, because I do know in the beginning there's definitely, like in that opening area, there's at least 9 new I think like 9 species of fish in the starting area alone. Ah, oh, come on. No, damn. Damn. I'm a little sad at the time loss. I definitely could have handled it better. So, ideally free time save for next time. Plus now I have a better idea of like getting like where we could potentially get fish. Because I guess I didn't catch enough fish in the thermal geyser / twin tail area than I anticipated. Probably because I was like, oh, I'll just catch fish here later when I have to come here for chapter 5 shenanigans. Because like we have to go there in chapter 5 anyway, so. Yeesh. What am I doing? Yeah. No, get off the boat. I was gonna say, we gotta go talk to Olivia. I almost left. I almost inadvertently caused the time loss. All right, we're in chapter 5. So I guess I messed up by not going to sleep, so I can't get my boat, but oh well. Cool. Transmitter quest time. Nope, nothing new to turn. No, that's the other thing, is like I think I also have to just accept that like maybe some of my splits won't have some consistency, but obviously like I mean I could have got 50 fish a lot faster than like 30 minutes. Like I don't think 11 fish warranted a 30-minute time loss. Like I think I'm referring more to like I definitely could have did that better than I handled it, for sure. But no, to your point about the farming, yes, you are correct. If I want consistent splits for farming, then I 100% would have to do the same the same level of farming, but I feel like with the RNG of catching fish, I don't know if you can do that, to be honest with it. I mean, well, yeah, I know you mentioned like it'll go better with the map being made, it'll go better with the map being made, which is fair. I mean, if there's like a reference point to know like how much of my time is worth spending in X area to try and catch X fish, then sure. I would agree. That would streamline the shit out of it. Well, I guess we're going to be finding out soon. Moment of truth here. If I guess it's Alright, I think beep. Okay, bear with me. I feel like I need high quality bait if I'm gonna get 90 fish, so I need to go to the sea market and make bait, make some high quality bait. I just hate like the amount that it takes to make. Good. Like 7. I have 7 pieces. Like, come on. What I'll do is I'll turn some of these. I don't want to turn too much. Turn like the really cheap fish because I obviously need to sell for some money later. All right, we're gonna run with that. I'm curious if I got the same bug, Yoferga. Oh, sure. I don't get the bug. I don't get the bug that Yofer gets, where he's just getting free money by buying fish. So it was really funny. Yofer shared this clip where for some reason when he would like buy fish, the game would, instead of taking money away from him, it would give him the money back. Now mind you, it was a tiny ass amount of money, so it wasn't like you were really gaining anything out of it, but it was still pretty funny. All right, I guess let's do our beacons, and then I guess I probably should have counted how close I am to 90. I guess that's the other thing, is like I don't know how many fish I need for 90. We know I'm barely over 50. The other 2 months ago. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I wasn't actively looking at stuff then. To be fair, in my defense, like until I finished the game casually, I wasn't really paying attention to stuff related to the speedrun, like full disclosure. And even then, I guess, you know, I guess it's not really related to the speedrun. I guess I just didn't really look at much. So if you shared it when I was still playing it casually, then yeah, I probably didn't see it. Damn dog. Alright, we may as well get this part out of the way while we can. Alright. So we know we have at least 50 something. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. We have 57. We have 57. Now, I know we can get how many do I normally get? And I'm trying to think like how many I normally catch in the final area when we unlock it. I think based on my previous experience, I think I only need to find right. That's what I was trying to do, but for some reason my global hotkey for my counter won't work unless I click on the splits, but then the game won't respond. So I kind of feel like I'm gonna catch 22 here, or I would have been counting it. So, but hold on, hold on. I said, shit. What did I say? 56, 53. $57. Okay, so that means 50, I mean 57 probably sounds right. We'll go with 57. So 57. I can't do math. So 3 would be 60. So I need 33 fish. So I need 33 fish. And we know in the final area I can get like 20 something. All right, this is the only fish that seems to be up here, so I'm out. Kraken Cove ain't got shit. Cool, this is the part where I get like, yeah, I mean I could believe that. So like, I mean, okay, so then let's operate off this pretense then, to what Rhoda said. Let's do our best to find 8. Oh, well, if you... Oh, wait, you did DM me in the middle of this stream, did you? It's like, I can't read Discord while playing this game. Got it. Okay, so then I apologize for maybe misinterpreting your message in relation to that. I feel like I haven't fished in Waking Storm. There must be fish potentially here, right? I feel like I've never actually tried to fish in this area. I guess maybe I should try to fish in this area. Maybe there's stuff here that's like unique or something. Hey, there we go. Okay, so that is 1. So let's try to find around 8 or 9 new species. Crush you. Hey, black drum. All right, 2 new species. I'm not gonna crush you. So the only way I would crush you is if we get really lucky and get the last 90 fishes. So it really depends on how quickly we can get the 90 fishes. So we've got 2 out of the 33 we need. All right, maybe a couple high quality baits. I'll do like 2 more. I'll fish like 2 more times, and then I should go figure out if I can even get to the beacon in the shallow stream. You're not gonna do. Why do you want to wait till I mean, Yofer's gonna do his run over the weekend. Why wait till Yofer? Hey, there we go. New species. That's 3. Try to focus on the guide. I mean, that's fair. I think the guide would definitely help bring in. Hey, that's 4, baby. The guide will help bring in possibly new runners, because you know, for something where the the fish catching feels random, it might be a deterrent. Gotcha. All right, so we've got 4. All right, wait, I don't want to use too much of my high. I just realized I'm still using high quality bait. I should probably stop because I'm gonna need that for other shit. Okay. It's fun. I mean, it's a little funny. All right, so now the question is how the fuck do I get into the shallow stream? Like, are we going in? Like, I guess is the plan to take the boat in the way we were doing it before? I guess I can try this. I've got an idea that may work. There we go. Yeah. Beep. I don't know if it's going to be worth netting, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to net the fish anyway. So we've gotten 4 new species so far. Out of 33 that we need. And I think we got some new. Hey, water babies! That's 5 new species. Was that the clam? Trying to figure out what's the best way to get over here. I guess it's this way. Well, do you know what that specific combo is, I guess? Fair enough. Guess let me fish a little bit more. All right, so we've gotten 5 consoles upstairs. Fair enough. Valerian. Well, so the question is it in the shallow stream? Because if that's the case, I would probably need to know sooner than later. Alright, well, I'm in the shallow stream, so if you feel like Googling it while I'm trying to figure out, I guess, on my own, then let's go for it. Smoking halibut. What I might do is... I don't know if I need to make more low quality bait, but at least auto cook. String and jig. What the fuck is string? You mean strong and jig? Gotcha. I guess we'll try it. Was that the fish you were referring to? So that's 6 new species so far. That's not the clam, I assume. It was the undersea coffee shop. Oh, I need high quality bait. Never mind. Gotcha. Okay. So we've got 6 out of 33. So we're making, I would say, decent progress. There's the only question then is, hopefully I can just fish here for it and I didn't need to like be in one of those like specific areas. I may give up on it because I don't know if I want to lose all my high quality bait from this. You can't tell me what. Oh, like if this is an okay area to be doing it from. Fish during the day. Well, it is 4 in the morning. So here, we'll make it 6 a.m. All right, chat. Like I said, I'm gonna need your help, chat, to keep track of how many fish I've got. So we've got 6 new species in our possession out of 33. All right, I'm gonna do like one more, and then we're just gonna call it on this fish, because I don't have an unlimited source of like high quality bait. Okay, I don't know what a tiny giant is, but now we're at 7 out of 33. Okay, distinguishing bass. All right, 8 out of 33. We moving, we rolling, baby. 8 out of 33. And remember, we can get like 20 something in like the final couple areas, so we don't need to go too hard. All right, so since we got a duplicate, we are now cutting our ties. So we are at 8 out of 33, which I think I'm content with for now. All right, because I still got to figure out how to get into this tiny ass alcove. Ooh, my God. All right, well, the good news is we are now going to be 9 out of 33 because I don't need to turn in the Jungle King for a dinghy. So we can count the Jungle King as a fish. We can count the Jungle King as a fish for the species list that we caught earlier. So 9 out of 33 is where we're at. Cool. So we do not need... All right, so it is officially called dinghy skip. We do not need the dinghy to complete the run. And apparently I hit something invisible. That was weird. Yo, what am I... This happened to me in the last run. I was hitting some sort of invisible wall over here. That like... Are you laughing because I said dinghy? Yeah, I had the same thing happen Monday night. It was like some invisible wall that like the boat was getting damaged from. Fine, we'll just go to the south and then we'll just do the resting crag as the last spot. But guess let's turn in what we got. So we are turning in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we've counted properly, so 9 out of 33. Mike, you're blaming Microsoft version. It's funny, actually. All right, so what? So we gotta head to the hidden lake. So this is where we're gonna catch some like fish in the traps. So yeah, okay. So yeah, so let's go. So there should be a couple crabs and shit that we haven't gotten. Yeah, I think we're actually on good pace. I think we're on good pace for the 90 because we're at we only need I mean, I guess since I turned in some fish, we can update the number. So what's 33 minus 9? 24. So now we'll start counting from 24. Alright, so what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna sleep to 6 a.m. Wait, no, you said this was at night. You said these traps were for night, right? These are 9 p.m. lobster traps. I think you said these are like 9 p.m. lobster traps. Alright, I'm gonna put like maybe 3 high quality, but I don't have that much left for now. And then the rest will just be low quality. I didn't realize what the time window I had for that was. Oh, low quality as well. I guess too bad. I've already put the high quality ones down. It's fine. Hey, all right. So we are now 1 out of 24. Honestly, like I think if we get the 20, we could probably just. Honestly, I don't think I need to spend much time here because there's plenty of new fish in that final area. I know I can get like 15 or 16 in that area alone. So, I mean, just for the sake of keeping progression. From the traps. Well, let's hope so. We'll go to sleep here in a moment. All right. I believe in the if I get 2 of the same mentality, then I'm gonna stop. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got 3. So we are at 4 out of 24. Now I know there's probably some unique fish in the resting crag, right? Because I haven't fished at all in the resting crag. There's that to consider. I will say, I hope I didn't like misinterpret the amount of fish I need. Like, what do I have to sell? I have 50 of these to sell 27 of these. I'm thinking between the 2 of those and everything else, it should be fine. What, in the resting crag specifically? Yeah, I mean the only problem is I haven't learned, like, I don't know where the specific fish are and like what the like explicit like. Oh, you're saying there. I mean, I guess what I could do in the resting crag then is I guess what I could do in the resting crag is I could just do every combination of lure and rod, maybe like 3 times and see what I get. All right, one final. Yeah. Can I rest in the resting crag? You were telling me poison plug in daytime. Sure, I can rest wherever the hell I want, steamed. Nah, that's fine. I swear to God, if I start running into invisible things again, I'm gonna be like really salty. Just for the record, like there better not be like invisible debris that I'm like fucking ramming into. Oh, wrong side. Wrong side. Oh god, get out of the thing. Get out of the thing. The boat's taking damage. No, no, no. What's a large fish? You talking about the poised plug thing you were describing? You said poison plug? Well, I've got 6 high quality. You said during the day. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the same thing. Now remember, I don't need to do crazy because like we're at what 20 to go, and I know I can get like probably close to 15 fish in the final area. So honestly, we're gonna do a handful.
That's a huge bitch.
We're gonna do a handful, and then we out. So this might be way too many traps, but it's fine. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We're not going to spend a ton of time here. We'll spend like semi-decent. All right, there you go. 1 new species already paying off. So that is, I don't know what number we're up to. Thank you. 5 out of 24. Cool. 6 out of 24. A moon eel? Man, that hurts. I'm about to run out of high quality. Only got 6. Hey, you'd sleep. Gotcha. So 7 out of 24. Well, I might be at a high quality bait at this point. I mean, honestly, if I'm at 17, I could probably afford to try and get the last set of fish in the final zones. Oh, I haven't even been using high quality bait. Actually, I'm an idiot. All right, not new, not new, not new, not new, not new, not new. Okay. So there you go. I wasn't even using high quality bait. And yet I still get the squimmer. That's some high quality H2O. So yeah, I just want to make sure I am in fact in the resting crag. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. That's weird. It's like an invisible school of fish. Needle dick, needle dick, needle dick. Hey, there you go. Caught a fish over 1,000 kilometers. All right, so we're at 8 out of 24. All right, I think at this point we should just move on, because I know I can get like probably 17. Yeah, we out. No, I know that was a sunfish. All right, let's get out of here. We would just be wasting time if I kept trying to catch more fish here, when we know that the final area could probably give us around like less than 20 fish. So oh, stop it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like we said. Yes. Yes, I would say this run does feel better. I guess I should wait a minute. I guess before I need more bait. I guess before we go, I think about it. So I'm trying to, I guess I should do some math here. I have 2,100. What are these gonna sell for? I mean, well, I've got a lot of other fish to sell. I mean, I'm just gonna sell literally everything I've got when it's time to get the 5,000. I would say this run does feel better. I will say I'm still wanting to like find a better balance of like where I'm catching fish, because like the unknown element of like, oh, this is what I can find here, this is what I can find here, like that still throw me a little bit for a loop, but I'm making do. All right, so let's do maybe yeah, 20. I feel like 20 going to the final area should be plenty. All right, let's head to the final area. We have 16 fish. Well, and I think some of it also just comes from like repetition and like obviously from like runs and shit. But I mean, like there is a fair chance that like, I don't know, come next month we may have to put we may put this on the back burner for a little while, since Final Fantasy Relay Focus kind of goes into full swing in June. Nice. Alright, so this is where we're going to basically we have to basically follow this group of fish. I did find that I can't get too far ahead because then the game is kind of like, the game doesn't like trigger the cutscene. where you're like, oh, this place can be oh, we can just go through this wall and shit. I wonder, is the game... Okay, I'm not at the... I realized there was no reason for me to do all that because it just caused an unnecessary time loss. It's fine. Couldn't believe the sensors were not active. Yeah. I mean, you can find the sensors, like, we can see them throughout the game, but then, like, they have no purpose in the beginning. Because now the question is where... Right, we don't have the items then, you are correct. So I guess now the question is like, where do I start fishing and all this other shit while I'm down here?
Huh.
I guess I could start now. Finger paint Larry. Yeah, and I'm going to. So 1 out of 16. Or what am I using for lures and shit? Alright, I'm gonna try this. Alright, so 1 out of 16. What do you mean? Like glitch into the next area? I'm not sure about the glitch into the next area thing. I'm kind of like... kind of iffy on that. Alright, 2 out of 16. Alright, I'm going to change something. I guess we'll do poison spitter with some high quality bait. I guess I should probably... Cool. 3 out of 16. I guess, should I throw some traps? But should I do traps at night or traps during the day? Oh, it is about nighttime. Devil's Crown. All right, 4 out of 16. Bad move, Neil. I don't like this. I don't like that I'm losing high quality. Oh, it's low quality. Damn. See, I don't like that I'm losing some good bait to moon eels. Cool. Crying Hummer. Was that 5 out of 16? Six out of 16. Let's see. Boss says you can't touch. What can I touch? Stop FF10 this bitch. Oh my god. I mean, it depends. We still need, what, 10 more fish? Alright, I'm going to sleep. Let's make it daytime. I guess now, I guess I will make it daytime because it's a 24-hour thing, so never mind. I guess I should find the netting location. Not new, not new. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, so we are at 9 out of 16. All right, here we found a netting location. Oh my god, dude. That's funny though. Good. I didn't realize I had caught an explosivio. That doesn't sound right. I could have sworn I hadn't caught one. Yeah, I know I should have. I should have. The positioning got... My boat was drifting. It weirded me out. 10 out of 16. Cleric of the Deep, 11 out of 16. We in the home stretch, folks. 5. No, the explosive count. No, we're 12. Look, the explosive has new on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 12 out of 16. We need to find 4 more fish. Y'all, 4 more fish. What do we do? What do we do? Where do we find 4 more fish? Uh, 13. We got a never wake. That's 13 out of 16. We need 3 more fish. Is that a net or a fishing? I guess let me go finish the quest at least. Oh, and I remember I lost time here because I forgot to examine the rock wall and I went back. Fishing, okay. Strong in jig. Okay. I guess let's go back to fishing. I mean, honestly, I just need 3 fish. You said strong in jig. You're right, I haven't tried small fish. I guess I should. I guess we'll go no bait here in a little bit. I just need 3 fish. Hey, 2 fish. We just need 2 fishes. Hey, 1 fish. 1 fish, baby. Just 1 fish. And we're done. And we are done. That should technically be 90. Get the shit out of here. Oh wait, it's they're not open. Actually, that's fine. Because we need to make money anyway, so we are going to alright, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to speak to Abby. I think that was for an optional mission, so I don't know why I did that. All right, let's let's basically, so let's go sell all of our fish so we can go to sleep, wake up, get 5K to pay for the surf shack. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's... Yeah, Abby won't talk to us, so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're going to... I'm gonna try with... No what? No, I was gonna... No, I know, I wasn't gonna sell any more than that. Right, because I haven't turned in the fish. You're right. No, I know. Right, so I traded in ones that I was okay to trade in. I got you. I knew that was coming. Stuff hasn't sold anyway. This should be sub 315. I want to say. Obviously, I didn't sleep long enough for like what I wanted to. It should be sub 315. I don't think it's going to take me 8 minutes to do this last part, especially if all the money should be coming in shortly. Fair enough. Also doesn't help that I don't have the money yet, because I have no idea when it's going to actually sell. What do you mean I can sell it in the boat shop? Well, I guess I might wait because yeah. You're talking about it. Wait, in the boat shop or the sea market? I mean, in here, right? Oh. Oh, I didn't realize I could sell there. All right, so welcome to me losing time for no fucking reason. There. Makes for 5,000. Whoops. Boat's fine. All right.
Whoa.
Good question. I kind of feel like I sort of did that. Right. No, I know, Marina. It's just like the game didn't tell me what to do, so I was a little concerned. Okay, so let me make sure my boat's been... All right, let's basically go do the finale. No, look, the other stuff just sold. Well, I couldn't have done it without the work of y'all finding those like exploits and glitches and stuff that led us to skip like all of the cooking. Now just, you know, tighten up we just gotta tighten up some of the fishing, because honestly, like that 30 minutes of time loss just catching like 11, like if you think about it, I caught 33 fish faster than it took me to catch 11 fish. It's a little embarrassing, I have to say. So like honestly, like that time loss, this honestly probably should have been a sub 3. Like that time loss on the squid stuff was like honestly self-inflicted. Like that was definitely like a self-inflicted situation. Charisma, who's that? Lost 30 runs during my run just because of charisma. Oh, this is a person. You lost it because of a person. GG's. Well, we're not quite there yet. I mean, who knows? Maybe something will soft lock and I'll have to like reset or whatever.
Huh.
Okay, that. Okay, so yeah, so this is the real life stuff. Oh, and you know what? You're right. This does take like 5 minutes because I forgot we have to place the beacon, and then we like go back, don't we? We like go back and talk to Marina, or at least, do we talk to Marina now? I can't remember. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah, okay. Good thing I did not go back, or that would have been a huge time loss. Okay, yeah, I don't think we're even gonna get sub 320 then. I don't know. If I go fast, maybe I can get sub 320, but it's gonna be a stretch.
Oh.
Yes, it'll be a massive improvement no matter what. You are correct. Yeah, I think with just tighter like fish catching and just being like smarter about like how I was catching fish, like because like knowing now that like there were a bunch of like small fishes I was missing in Thermal Geyser, like that alone like should change that squid split enough on its own.
Huh.
Oh god. Oh god, did y'all see that? I like got on the boat without actually getting on the boat. I like ran onto the boat. Jesus Christ. I got 6,000. I gotta hurry up before the marina, before the boat shop closes. All right, now I think it's time to go to the end. Yep. All right, so now it's time to deal with the windmill shit. Yeah, I think we're gonna just miss 320. Yeah, I think if I go straight until I see land and then redirect north, that will get us to the icy wall area. Yeah, so now we redirect north. All right. Let's get these windmills turned. The angle. What's my Final Fantasy X at? 330? 330? I can't remember. Deed knows my times better than I do. I don't know if Deed's here right now. Might be a three. Yeah, I think like 332 sounds accurate. I think this is the last one. Yep. All right, that was the last one. All right. Run ends after we initiate a few cutscenes. So it's like the fourth cutscene. One. Oh my god. Oh my god, why?
Wow.
And with that,
Hey.
time. Woo! Oh, damn. Jesus Christ, Katena, you were way... Oh my god, you're so generous. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, damn, dude. Like, I mean, I appreciate it. I so much appreciation for the love, man. Like, damn, like, I don't know what to say for the, like, for the love, man, with the 5,000 bits. God damn. I was like looking at something. Thank y'all for the GGs. Rodos, Deed, Steamed, Supra. What's up, Supra? Pantsman, Japan. Oh, and I think we got the trophy for beating the game in less than 30 in-game days. I was wondering when I was gonna finally get that.